Periods of reduced voltage may affect the picture on your television set. If this should occur, don't disturb the controls, and in any case, please don't telephone your radio or television supplier or the BBC. In 5 minutes, Blue Peter. First on BBC One, John Craven's Newsround.
Danger from drowning. A new report on how to make water safe. Hello again. After 3 years of investigation, a report came out today which could cut down the tragically high death rate from drowning in Britain. The report, which has gone to the government, deals with water safety, and among its ideas is that every local council should have a water safety officer working in schools and swimming baths, because the report says that most people can't swim when they leave school. Every year, about 900 people die in drowning accidents in England and Wales alone, and most of them are non-swimmers. And of that number, nearly 200 are children, people under the age of 15. The report says there must be many more near drownings. Those most at risk are children up to the age of 4, young men and old people. And though the report puts forward ideas for organising rescues, it says it's much more important for everyone to realise the dangers they could face. And learning to swim is vital too. The report wants water officers to be appointed, but it says it would help if PE teachers and primary school teachers were more concerned with showing children how to swim. This afternoon, the Amateur Swimming Association said it had been campaigning like mad to get swimming in schools made compulsory. Now, the government will study the report and announce later what action will be taken. In New York, the United Nations has just been debating how to tackle the problems of international terrorism and hijacking. This major debate follows the recent hijack of a West German airliner. That ended only last week after a crack team of German commandos stormed the plane. Even so, its captain was murdered. During last night's debate, Captain Derry Pierce, who heads the 55,000-strong International Airline Pilots Association, accused the United Nations of a pathetic record in controlling this kind of air piracy. Already, more than 40 countries have called for tough action to tighten up security at airports and on board the planes themselves. And after this debate, there was another strong call for all countries to step up airport security and exchange any information they could to help prevent hijacks. In spite of thorough passenger searches at some airports like Heathrow, the airline pilots say too many countries encourage terrorists because they allow them to go free. The pilots had threatened a 2-day worldwide strike this week unless the United Nations gave urgent attention to this issue. Well, now the United Nations has agreed to do just that, but it has yet to decide exactly what measures to take. British Rail is going to have to spend up to £500,000 on getting a train out of someone's back garden. The train crashed a fortnight ago at Mottingham in Kent after hitting 2 coal trucks that had come off the rails. Lucy's been to look at it.
For 8-year-old Neil, it was quite fun at first having a train at the bottom of the garden. But now the novelty's worn off, and like most residents in Sidcup Road, Mottingham, he's looking forward to things getting back to normal. But it could be months yet before the engine and its 13 cement trucks are removed. The biggest problem is going to be shifting the 76-ton engine. They're going to try and lift it back onto the track by using 2 railway cranes. But the problem is, at the moment, the track isn't near enough for the cranes to reach the engine. So they're going to shift the whole track about a metre to the left. This job alone will take a few weeks, and the cost of the whole operation is rising every day. British Rail think the whole thing may cost £500,000, although that does include paying people for flattening their sheds and trees. But one resident I spoke to wasn't so worried about the money as all the trouble the train has caused her.
For the first week it was absolutely continuous, you know, knock, 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 every 5 minutes. People, can we come and see the train? Can we come and take photographs? Railway enthusiasts, photographers, you name it, they were there.
So you'll be pleased once it's all been cleared up?
I certainly will, yes.
Plans for a new hypersonic jet have just been revealed in America. The superjet, which could travel at twice the speed of Concorde, is the brainchild of the American space organization NASA, and the design alone will cost £152 million. Superjet will be fueled by hydrogen and have 10 different jet engines, and it would travel at 4,000 miles an hour. In Japan, the whole nation seems to be waiting with great excitement for the news of a happy event. The first baby panda to be born in captivity outside China. The baby is due any time now. The mother-to-be, called Lan Lan, is just sitting patiently in her cage. She went to Tokyo Zoo 5 years ago as a gift from China, along with her mate, Kang Kang. Ever since, zoo officials have been hoping that the pandas would breed, and now they have. Because the birth of a baby panda is so unusual, crowds have been gathering at the zoo every day. Until now, only Chinese zoos have managed to breed pandas, and even they have produced only 11. Well, now Japan has got panda fever, and millions of panda toys are flooding onto the market. Everything from little cuddly ones to giant-sized working models which sell for up to £400. Even the bakers of Japan are cashing in, making extra-large biscuits shaped like pandas. Special equipment has been brought in to cope with the demand for this latest gimmick. In fact, businessmen stand to make a fortune because of the happy event. Every day, something new in panda toys comes into the shops. And while the Japanese go panda crazy, back in Tokyo Zoo, the couple in the center of it all just calmly wait for their baby to be born. They just don't understand all the pandemonium. Well, that's it this week. Newsround's back on Monday. Bye for now.
Well, tomorrow afternoon, Roy Castle and Norris McWhirter will be introducing some more record breakers, and their special guest will be Kent and England record-breaking wicketkeeper Alan Knott. That's at 4:40 tomorrow. Back to today now on BBC One and Blue Peter.